Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe out with guests. If you're new here, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this, but true to this, hey y'all, what's up, what's poppin'? As always, bad times don't last forever because after every storm there is a rainbow, and you're getting closer and closer to that rainbow, light in the tunnel or that pot of gold. As we enter the new month of the year, cheers to November. Yay! We have one more month to go in this holiday season. I hope you guys are feeling amazing. And if not, it's okay, it's all right. Because you will feel good in this. You will feel good soon. And I hope you guys are doing well and everything is going in your favor. As always, we always introduce what number of the sessions we're on today, and we're on the 25th guest appearance for Vibing Out with Guests. Awesome. Our goal is to get to end the year off with 30 guest appearances. So hopefully by December 31st, we'll have it. And if not, that's okay because we did make the major markdown that we wanted to, and that was 20 guest appearances. So that was super excited because if you guys don't know, we started Vibing Out with Guests on February 14th of this year on Valentine's Day, and next year it'll be 1 year old, and Valentine's Day is on a Saturday next year, so that's super exciting as well. And then the podcast will turn 3 in June, so a lot of things are flying fast, but either way, I'm so grateful and I'm excited. I thank you for all the guests that's been here previously, the upcoming guests, the guests that are here now, and the future guests as well. So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing our voice or watching us on YouTube. Get real comfortable because today's guest appearance is very something special and is very impactful with education and wellness, as every vibe is. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to give our guests the floor, and we're going to deep dive right into their guest appearance. So it doesn't matter who goes first either to introduce themselves. Go ahead, Delisa.
Well, hello. I'm Delisa Johnson, and I am a money coach. Mm-hmm. I've been doing this for about 20 years now. I love it. I'm a wife, a mother of 3, grandmother of 1, and it's just been wonderful. I have an awesome coach who's been leading me down this road of success, and that is Dr. Cornish.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely amazing. My name is Dr. Angela Middleton Cornish. I am a financial coach. I absolutely enjoy it. I love educating and implementing financial solutions. Yes. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, my dad was a prize fighter. He was a heavyweight boxer. And so he did, other things in the community, helping the community, educating them about, getting their fitness together, eating the right food. My mother was an entrepreneur. She had 3 beauty salons, so I did what my parents did, I was an entrepreneur as well. I haven't had a job since high school.
Wow.
So I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I started out doing hair. I had 2 beauty salons and then got married. My husband and I, we did real estate investing. He has a trucking company, now a restaurant. Wow. And so we've been an entrepreneur, all our life. But I really enjoy helping people when it comes to the finance. I have 2 children. I have a daughter that is, I have to think about that, 29. Wait a minute. She's 39. And I know, right? And my son is 30. So, and no grandchildren yet. I'm praying about that. Come on, y'all. But and so that's what I do. I help communities and do all kind of workshops teaching people about finance.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so very much. I'm super excited about this one because this topic is very different from the ones that we usually hear. We do talk about money, but we don't deep dive a lot into it. So I'm glad that you guys are here to help educate me as well as the listeners to get them to understand all about the financial world. So I thank you guys so very much.
You're welcome.
And today we're going to tap into the focus of financial empowerment, life transition, wisdom, as well as legacy and impact. And before we get into it, if you're new here, we always ask our guests like how they do the check the temperature, we check the vibe before we get deep into the conversations, and then we'd be good to go. So how are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling
Awesome.
great. Give it great. Every day.
The vibe is good.
Yes, thank you. We love to hear it. We love to hear it. So without further ado, let's deep dive into the conversation. So first we're going to do opening and background questions. This is also a new thing that we do now to get a little bit deep dive into our guests a little bit before we deep dive into the heavy topics that they want to discuss with y'all. Because Vibing Out with Guests is about vibing out with our guests. I'll say my piece, but this is all about them, okay? So let's get into it. So the first question is, can you guys share a little bit about y'all journey? What led y'all to become passionate about financial education?
Well, actually, when I got into financial education, at the time I was married. My daughter was just entering college.
Oh.
I had 2 toddlers. And a friend of mine from church approached me and asked me, do I keep my career options open? I said, for what? She said, financial education. I said, yes. And at the time, it was like we had just recently moved into the house. I was concerned about my own finances. There was a lot of things that occurred, even when I purchased the home, that I wasn't completely understanding. People say escrow in certain terms. Like, what does that really mean? So I got into it, not just for the education, but then I realized most of the people who I associated with, they have a child about to go into college. And I was like, oh, they prepared. And so with that, that's what actually got me started into educating other people.
Wow. That's really good, especially learning from your own experience. It's like, okay, let me help educate someone so they can understand within the process for them. That's really good.
Yes.
Awesome. What made me decide to get involved in a financial education is I had a financial coach, and when I first sat down with her, some questions she asked me. One of the things she asked me is, do you pay yourself? And I had been in business for quite a few years. And I'm like, do I pay myself? I had to think about it. And I was like, oh, yeah. I get my nails done, my hair done. I go on vacations. I make sure I take. She said, oh, no. That's treating yourself. Paying yourself is putting money up you don't touch. And I was like, well, maybe I'm not paying myself because I touch the money I put up, And, and I was like, well, and so she really helped me put some things in place. I really didn't see how I could retire. I knew one day I wanted to. I knew I needed some financial solutions, and she just educated me on so much. I was like, go see my family and friends. They're doing what I'm doing. I'm the go-to, my husband as well. We're the go-to people in the family. If I didn't know, some of them didn't know. And so when she came back, she said, wow, you got a credibility. When I mentioned your name, people moved forward. And I was like, okay. She said, I need to share what I'm making, my income. I was like, do tell. And when she did, I'm like, can I do that? And that's what made me get started, because I knew everybody needed the information. And doing hair, the conversation, money was always coming up. And because I needed the info, it was like the missing piece to the puzzle. It was, I wanted to go to another level. I was like, how can I get there? And I always tell people, if you got 9 broke people in your circle, you're the 10th one.
That's true.
You got to get around other people that's doing more. And I started getting around circles, with her. And my mentor and coach now is they're talking different. And what it has done is not only help me, help my family and community. So I do all kind of workshops like healthy body, healthy bank account, check shoes, and, making money moves, and just, different names and stuff to, attract people so we can educate them. And once I got help and helping other people, it is such a joy to watch somebody come to you and think that they're lost and be able to show them, or somebody that has money and want their money to grow. So it's been amazing. The journey has been absolutely amazing.
That is super, dope. Because, like, it is true. Like, when you are, like, for women, when you're in a hair salon, you talk about a lot of things like your finance or what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then for you, when you mentioned since high school, that's a lot. That's good, though. Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, this is exciting. I like it. This is exciting because you don't really hear about these things so much, especially from the older generation.
Yes.
Because sometimes for me personally, I be afraid. I'm like, okay, if I ask them about this, are they going to give me the answer I want? And they're going to be like, why do you want to know? You know? So I really appreciate y'all for saying these things because it's also helping me. Mm-hmm. So I really, really do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. I think you guys tapped into a little bit more of like when you did first realize the importance of taking control of your own finances, when you guys stepped into that. And like for buying a home, from working in the salons and talking to people, that was a very big impact. So the next question is, how have y'all views of money and success have evolved over the years?
Well,
okay. I can go first.
Go ahead.
So one thing about it, like I said, I started out with doing hair in the beauty salons. And so when the pandemic hit, I was able to close both of my beauty salons. That was huge. And so looking at money different, it's a tool. Money is resource and what you can do with it. I read somewhere in the book, it said, money solves all things, and so it helps with everything. And so I view it now as we have the ability that we can help communities, we can help our communities, and what we could do with the finance. It changes things. It changes where you live at. It changes your zip code. It determines if you can stay alive. Because some people need money now to keep their health going, and so my view now is we need it. We need more of it, and we need to make sure that we are keeping it in our community. I was just looking up. It said the blacks have an estimate of 1.3 trillion gross national income, but only 2% is recirculated in our community.
That's true.
So when you think about it, we are, consumers.
Yes. Now that I have all adults, I'm reaching out to our young adults, and I'm looking at actually those who are working under 30, because they need to start now as far as investing for their future. And that's what I tell all of them. I says, there's only two things you need in life, really. It's God for your soul and spirit, and money for man-made, everything else. But you have to start, even if it's just $25 a month. Do something so that when you get to this stage in your life, you don't say, oh, I wish I had known.
Wish I'd have.
Wish I'd have. Yes.
I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. So true. We need to prepare.
Yes, you just have to prepare.
And I'm glad that you guys are here to talk about it, because I am under 30 that they're talking about. And for me, especially within running Vibing with E, that's a lot of money that's potentially coming in, as well as having to know how to balance the money that comes in, and then wanting to invest and things like that. And also with me becoming a social worker. So it's a lot of things like I want to buy a home and things like that. So I need to know what I need to do now. So when I'm in my career, I'm like, okay, I'm set. I know what to do that I can also help others with understanding the importance of finance. Because I'll say for my generation, we view money and success together. We think, okay, I have money, this is success. We don't really think of it as like, how do we get here to get this success, and how to make it evolve and multiply over the years. We think, okay, we got it, we have to buy this and that. And then sometimes it's like, okay, I should have known this if I had this money to stay where it was at. Because that's how I think of things now. Like, even with schools do refund checks and stuff, I'm like, look, I'm not touching it. I'm going to put it back, because in today's economy, I don't know what to expect. So yes, I really do appreciate you guys stepping into that whole little bit more, because that's what I want to focus on too. Like, preparing for what's to come, because I'm getting up there and I need to know. And I have younger siblings too, so they need to know as well, and friends and other family members that need to know these things. So I really appreciate it.
That's huge. One thing is living living under your means, because when I talked about consumers, buying a lot, buying things that you don't need. If one thing the pandemic should have showed a lot of people is you don't need to buy all those outfits.
Right.
Right, you kind of end up weighing some of the same things, and how different ways that you can actually save money. I have some clients, I say 24 hours before you do a purchase. And so think about, is it something do I need, or is it something that I actually want? Am I investing for my future? And I have a job, but what is my exit strategy? What is my strategy? And so you always should have a strategy. And then look, if I put this amount of money up, how much will it generate? And not just saving, but investing. And that's how we're going to get ahead, is actually investing. Because we do make money.
That's true.
So where are you putting your money at? Do you have to get your hair done? You have to get your nails done every time.
Yes.
Can you learn some techniques that you can do, right? And I'm building my credit up. So I can do that first purchase, that house. Do I want to stay a house buyer? Do I want to eventually be a house owner,
But then they're wondering, where am I going to get the money from? But they're not looking at the fact that every weekend they may go out. Every other week they're getting their hair done, let alone the nails and everything else. So I said, well, take one weekend. Don't spend anything, but just invest into yourself. That's all that's needed.
That's good.
Because you may not think tomorrow's going to be here, but what if it happens?
That's good. People are living longer, right? And they're learning more things, and they're being more healthy.
Yes.
And I tell my clients, get a financial journal.
Definitely.
Write down there, and write down in your journal, how you spend. I do that for a month. How you spending? What are you spending on your gas, right? What are you spending on food and eating out? I sat down with one client, and literally we put a plan together. And when she came back in a couple of weeks, I was like, what are you doing? You look good. She had lost weight. She said, I stopped eating out a lot, right? And so it's different things that you can actually do, but put a plan together, right? And just, and work that plan.
That helped me a lot. Just going over where I spent my money, I was like, why am I eating out so much? But I'm spending all this money in the grocery store. You go to the grocery store, you're hungry. Oh, let me stop and pick up something.
Right.
Right. So, just watching your money, planning for the future is so important. Definitely.
Yeah. And that's how I'm looking at it too. I'm like, okay, I have food in the house, I'm not going to buy that. Because I feel like, too, even when we get paid, it's like, okay, I have to treat myself. When not necessarily right away, like also, too, going back to, like, thinking 24 hours, do I need this or do I want it?
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. So, and treat yourself and watch your bank account grow, watch your investment grow. And you need at least 3 to 6%, 3 to 6 months of your household expenses. So I tell some of my clients, if you don't have that, you don't have extra. I have some clients that has a big heart. I got a big heart. I have to give myself a budget. And that's another thing. Everybody need a budget, but sometimes your name is not even on your budget because you're not paying yourself. You're paying your gas and electric. You're paying your telephone bill, right? You're paying all your bills because their name is on your bill, but you need to put yourself and you need to make sure that you're doing that. If not, you're just working paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yes.
I do that myself. I give myself a budget. I give myself an allowance. Out of that allowance, I have to get my gas, any other personal thing I want, whether it's, I don't want this, I'm going to go buy lunch this weekend. Anything that's left over, I actually put in my piggy bank.
That's good.
And what is my piggy bank for? For what I love to do. I'm going to the casino. Because I know I'm not planning on winning the millions, but it's enjoyable. So I put my little change over here just for that occasion. Instead of taking out hundreds of dollars. No.
Okay.
Yes.
That quiet pleasure. Okay. Got it.
That's good.
I still got that water cooler jar. You know that really big water cooler?
That's what I put my change in.
I had that in a quarter. Yeah, throw all the change in there. My kids used to take it at the in the summer when it was time for us to go to vacation, and it was amazing. It'd be at least $1,000 over the course of. You'd be surprised how much change, and that's what they use on a cruise when we went on vacation for their spending money.
That is so cool.
Take all the extra money in and change and save.
In a 3-month time period, I had over $300 just in change.
In change.
In change.
Wow.
So imagine how much money you just spend not thinking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's a good one. I'm learning as I go because I'm like,
good nuggets.
Yeah, because I be having some change. I be like, let me just put that up so don't touch it.
That's right.
Because I'm like, okay, it's there, but let me keep it there just in case that I need it, if anything is to happen, especially when you're out.
Yes.
My parents are real big on please have money in your wallet and stop relying on your card because you never know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
don't tell anyone, but I actually keep money in my car just for that.
They
just for the car.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
I get it. From being a beautician, we kept cash. So yeah, it was. We had hiding places. My aunt, that's what I learned. I learned from my aunts and everything. You know, being around, listening to them, and a lot of good nuggets. And so you can follow the right person. It's okay to be a follower, but make sure you're following the right person.
True.
And so I got a lot of nuggets. They used to hide money in the curtains and the freezer and different.
Yeah. Don't forget the Bible now.
They used to hide money in
different places.
Yeah, and then I learned, okay, let's take that money and let's put it in a place where it can grow. But at least I learned to save with them, right?
I did that, and if I wasn't home, then my children would call me. I'll say, "Ma, I need some money. Where should I look?"
Oh, no.
And I said, "Go look under this plant, not that plant, but the other plant."
You had a stash.
You had a stash. Have to.
That's nice. I did that for my son when he went to college. So I got crisp $20 bills, and I stuck it places, specifically in different places in the Bible. Like the 23rd song, you know, Philippians 11, like dealing with faith, and I put in there. He called me one day, and he was like, "Ma, you know, we just had a basketball practice. I'm really hungry. I need some pizza." And I was like, "Okay, go read your Bible." Huh? Read my Bible. Yeah, go read your Bible. He was like, "Okay, Mom." He called back 20. "Mom, I'm really hungry." I guess you didn't read your Bible.
Right.
So what I heard in Philippians, it talks about something about faith. Why don't you go check that out? Mom, really? About the third time, he called like, "Mommy, really, I really need it." And I hung the phone up. He called me back.
My
"Mom, oh my gosh, you put money in my Bible."
That's a really good one. You wouldn't think of that one.
Yes.
You wouldn't think of that. That's a really good one.
But I told him, this Bible is for you. Don't ever give it to anybody.
Yeah.
This word in here is worth so much money. Don't give. I knew I had to put some money in there for it.
Wow, that is a really good. You wouldn't hear nobody do that. Especially in the curtain in the freezer under the plant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, they had somebody in those days. And my grandmother's saying was, if you save money, money will save you. And I always remember that.
That is true. Yeah.
That
Clean my house, you will get paid.
Oh, yeah, gotta have a stash.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, because you just, never know. If there's going to be a rainy day, you just don't know when. Emergency happens, you just don't know when. And so we have emergency accounts for our clients, right?
Yes.
You got to put money up and put in an interest earning account. You want it to be growing, right? You don't want to sit in a place that's just not going to grow.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Wow. This is so interesting. I'm sorry, y'all. It's because you don't really hear much about it, because this is about education and wellness. And finance impacts not only just education, also our well-being. Because mentally we get stressed out, emotionally we be all over the place, and even spiritually. So it's like, it's a lot that intertwines with this topic, and we're going to deep dive more into that too. And one more question impacting the opening and background is, what were some of the biggest lessons y'all learned about money in your 20s, 30s, or 40s that you wish you would have known earlier?
Got it. So early on, I can remember my sisters and all did hair at my mom's beauty salon, and I can remember our appointment book being filled of a lot of people was in there. I was like, "Oh, we got a really big week." We all went shopping, bought outfits alike. Oh my gosh, a big snowstorm happened. So we spent our money. But we knew we were going to get it. And my mom, she wore different hats. So she was compassionate. She said, "You know what, as your mom, I understand. We had a lot of appointments on the book. It didn't happen. I understand you don't have your money, this week for your rent, your booth rent. But as your boss, you're going to pay me my money." Ooh. Right? And so that taught me not to count money before you get it. And it also taught me to make sure you always put money up. From that day on, I became a good saver. And then when I got a financial coach, it was very very good to put money up because it's not just about me. Because it's other people that impact your life. And so this person is doing bad and they need it. You know, so as we all growing together, we all need to be going up together.
Yes.
Because you don't want nobody pulling you back, right? And so when I get the information, I want you to get the information, you know, as well. So I think the biggest thing is to make sure you put money up.
Yes.
I guess I was just taught young. Watching my father handle his business, his job, and his other business, working the money. I knew money was important. I always saved. I wasn't in a position where I didn't have. And I knew how to get it if I needed it. But with learning from my money coach and doing this now I know how to place my money so it can work a little bit harder for me. You know? I don't want to just get 2 cents on the dollar. Now I get 50 cents on the dollar. You know? And my money coach, she helped me. You know, a lot of people leave their jobs and they want to take their 401k or whatever with them, which is what a lot of my friends did. Well, what I did was I gave it to her. And in 2 years, it more than doubled.
Wow.
So I'm like, this is good. I like this. And so, I just was just mindful of that.
That's a really big one, too, because speaking about 401k and stuff, a lot of people, like my generation, we think about these things and we be like, okay, we should blow it. And I'd be like, no, you gotta, because that's money you've earned over the years. Like, that's for you. Like, when you retire to help you and stuff. Don't blow it now. Like, wait until you get to retirement. Be like, okay, what you need to do and things like that. So that's very good, too. That's very good.
And even if you needed that time, even before retirement, you may be saving for, you may need a car. Something happened, you know? And I got to get to this job in Virginia.
Yeah.
So you may have to, you know, take some money. But it's for something that's a little over $300, $400 when you do it. I mean, I see people taking their money out of their 401k just because they want to buy something for $100. I'm like,
that's what scares me. I'm like,
that's when you should have an emergency account.
Yeah, the emergency and the savings is a big one.
Yes.
I make sure even when going back to when you get paid, please put money to the side.
Yes.
Like some of my friends, we used to talk about like, okay, our check would come. We make sure, okay, we're going to pay our credit card bill first. And then if we have to pay the bills, okay, whatever's left, save some of it, but make sure we have some in the checking account. Because sometimes we like to go out to eat and it be weekends and festivals and stuff. Okay. We also make sure too, even if we had to pay all our bills and stuff, make sure you still have money saved. Because one thing for me too, I do not like going out and I know I don't have the money to do it. It's like I have it, but it's like, I'm not touching this money just to go out when this could go to something else.
That's so true.
And then I had to also tell myself, like, don't be ashamed to say no, because we have a problem. Like, okay, I have it, but do I want to spend this money right now on this? Because that restaurant and that place is always going to be there. But if something for school or work has to be paid, I got to get this done, even for the business.
That's right.
So, yeah, I'm learning the financial discipline, too, because, like, when we're young, people be like, okay, I got it. I can spend a check and make it right back. But what if it don't happen that way?
That's right.
And you don't have a savings?
And you said a very important word, which is discipline. You know, you can be disciplined to get up at a certain time because you have to go to work.
Yes.
You can be disciplined because you and your friends always meet at a certain place. But be disciplined to save something for yourself.
Yes.
That's it. And where's the money coming from? I always believe in multiple streams of income.
Yes.
One entity you should not be getting just your money from. The job should not be the only. And people are so more innovative. They have more ideas. And your age group, they have a lot of ideas. Like my son don't want to do the same things that, you know, his dad do. Or he doesn't want to do it the same way that he did it, you know. And so a lot of people are so gifted. Use what you have, what's in your hands, to make an income from it. You like making bracelets? Make take that bracelet and sell that bracelet, right? A scrunchie for your hair is so many different ways. People are putting rhinestones on the glasses and selling that. Like, what is it? They're ripping up clothes and, selling that as well. Just be very creative and have multiple streams of income.
Yes, I learned that too in high school. Like, just don't stick to one. You have to have multiple because you never know. Like, I'm like, okay, social work, they make good amount of money. But also, if I like to talk all day, why not make some money out of this?
Yes. That's right.
Your gift will make room for you. Yes.
And it's coming. And I tell people too, because we also think, okay, I'm in it, the money should be coming. No, sometimes it takes time because you have to meet the quota of what the business and its people are expecting. Like for me, the money is coming with this. It's coming day by day. Even if I will never forget when I first started to do the commercials and stuff came on there. I made 20 cents.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, this is a start. Long as it's something. It's better than nothing. 'Cause I remember when I was not making nothing. I was just doing this for free. But now it's investing. It's stocking every single day.
Yes.
And I'm not going to touch that money either. I'm going to let it keep going because you never know.
That's true.
Yep. And I think of it too, like when this money start coming in, this money is only for here.
That's right.
If it's for sessions, put it towards the sessions. If it's for buying the food, whatever, just for that, and not for like,
co-mingle it.
Yes. Like, I got it. Okay, let me buy something and knowing good and well this is for this purpose. But that also taps into our big discussion within financial education and empowerment. So what are the most common financial mistakes y'all see people make and how can they avoid them?
I think one of the things you said, Delisa, was discipline.
Yes.
I think the biggest thing is people looking at where they are and not realizing that there is a credible threat when it comes to either the job or what you have right now in your hand. And so, like you said, health, and wealth goes together. If something happens to your health, can you still work that job? If something happens to your health, can you afford to pay to get well? And so the biggest mistake is people thinking they have time.
True.
And so do you have time? No, you don't have time. You have to start when? Now. People say, when should I start putting money up for my child to go to college? When they're born.
Yes.
Before they're born. It's planning, and so you should start now.
Yeah.
And so I think the biggest, and not getting the education and the information. We're in a microwave world and everybody want it really fast. But, compound interest takes time. Yes. So make sure you're putting it up. What mistakes they have, not protecting the next future, not putting money up for whoever's coming behind you. Yes. Generation wealth, not making sure at your time and your age as you don't put in what you need to. Because if you have parents, who's going to take care of them?
Yep. That's correct.
Making sure you have life insurance and not using GoFundMe. Making sure you take care of every level of your financial health.
Because while you're taking care of your parents, you may not be able to work.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that happen.
Prepare.
That is so true. Yeah.
And going back to what you said about GoFundMe, a previous guest we had, shout out to Michael. He is in that world too of health within the insurance, and he told me to please do not depend on GoFundMe and stuff because they're also taking their percentage. And all that money you asking for, they still have to get their percentage. It's like you're still going to need more money because they still have to make their profit.
Absolutely.
And I thought about it, and as soon as I got home, I said, do y'all have life insurance? I asked my parents, like, y'all have life insurance? Do y'all have life insurance?
I saw your parents some time ago.
And it's the right kind,
Yes.
Because that's what made me passionate about it in the beginning as well, because I had the wrong kind. So make sure you get the kind that you need, right? Every financial guru is going to tell you get term life insurance because you need it for the years that you need it, and you need to invest at the same time. We teach you how to eliminate the need of life insurance. Some of my clients don't have it. They have money. Cash is king.
You don't need life insurance all your life.
Right. You do need money, though. Yes. Right? So we teach you how to get money.
The wealth, why do you need a life insurance policy? But until you do, you should protect it.
You need
some coverage.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I love you so much, Mama.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah.
Hubby. If something happens to me,
Like,
you
what
gonna
is
be
your-
good.
What is your last love letter?
You gonna be good.
Yeah.
Real good.
Because that's something I see a lot within my generation. Because, like, a lot of us, things happen.
Yeah.
And and some of them are losing their parents. And they are not prepared.
Yeah.
And that's where the GoFundMe comes in. And I be like, oh, my gosh. Because they still have to
Maintain.
it, and then GoFundMe still has to get their portion because you're using them, and most of the time it's probably like 30-40% of how much of the money you ask them for, and it's like you still have to find the rest of it, and that's just like the scariest thing ever, because like you never know. And it's very important to know, like, if your parents or your guardian have things in order, as well as for you too, because going back to, like, you never know if you may be out of a job.
That's true.
Correct. So you have to always stay prepared with money. Like, it's okay to treat yourself, yes, please do, but also be mindful of your responsibilities that come into play.
That's
because
so true.
anything can happen.
That's true. And now with the baby boomers, I think I may be at the end of that session. They, excuse me, they are leaving wealth to their children's children.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to reach out to them to make sure that they understand how money works, so that they can continue to build, so that it is a family wealth that goes throughout the whole generation.
Yes.
Yes, and just don't stop at one point.
Because most times, especially within our community of African Americans, we'd be like, I wasn't raised with a silver spoon. Like, well, this is your time to start it for the generations to come. So you don't just have that mindset of, I wish, no, start it now. That's how I think about it. You know, if my parents didn't have it, okay, let's start our own so we could be set too.
That's it.
Yes. And unfortunately, a lot of people just don't know because, again, they just don't go to the meeting.
Yep.
You need to go to the meeting to get the information that you need.
Or read it in the books too.
Yes.
The book. So sometimes, like, the website may be there, but the fine print right in front of my face, I'm be like, okay, I believe this in black and white. Before, sometimes I believe on here because of AI and everything.
Oh,
It could get changed any given time, but once it's printed, dotted, signed, it's like, it's never going to change.
Yeah.
And it can't be changed, so...
Oh, call us. We'll help you. We'll help you.
Yes,
And
please.
I love it
Because you cannot believe everything that you hear.
when I started working with Angela and the team, I realized, first thing, they tell the truth. And even if you want to know about what everybody else is doing, they'll explain that to you as well. So that you don't be misunderstood.
Yes.
You know, because you can go to one, let's say, financial institution, they're just going to brag about what they have. But what if the one down the street is better and you never know? Well, luckily, we're able to give you all that information. And I love that.
That's good.
That is really good. Because I know for me, I like to ask 1,000 questions to understand what I'm getting into, especially about my money.
Yes.
Definitely.
We love questions.
Yes.
We love questions,
Love
right?
it.
Because if you look at what's going on YouTube and all these different places, it's so funny when we sit down with some of our clients, we're like, okay, we know where you get your information from.
Yes.
All of it is not accurate, and some things is not put in there, and, you know, they're lying by omission. And so because you don't know or understand, you know, they're not telling you. You think, oh, this is gospel. No, it's not. So,
No,
do your
it's
homework
not.
and do your research.
Yes, please go to the people that went to school and stuff for this because they know.
And have license.
Yes.
Exactly.
Have a
And not
license.
just a YouTuber and just give you information with no license.
Because when you have the license, the degree, and the big title, they know because they took a lot of time to study this. So please do.
And we have a fiduciary responsibility. So that's important as well.
Yes.
And what I also like the fact, well, around this time of the year, many people are looking at the health insurance,
Yes.
the auto insurance,
Yeah.
a lot of things that you insure. Okay, this is the time where everybody's renewing. So speak to your financial advisor, because I surely speak to mine.
That's right. Time for checkup.
It is time for checkup. And they love bundles.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's very important. Because I have some questions surrounding that too. Because for me, y'all, in college, I'm in grad school at that.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you. I pay dental insurance, monthly dental insurance, and I'll be like, okay. It gets to a point where it was no way. When I first received my first ever bill, I had to get a root canal. And you know, those type of work, dental work, is going to cost.
Definitely.
The dental insurance paid little bit of it because of the plan I had. And that goes into what you can afford instead of looking into what's going to help you all around. And I was like, I need to switch my plan because even though this is a good amount, you have to think, what if I don't have it and I need them to help me because I'm in school and stuff. Right. And that was one way that helped me. Since, like, my financial mistake was, okay, it may be a good amount, okay, good $30 a month, but if this is $60 to $80 a month and it's helping you with everything, do it because you never know if this may happen again. And it did happen again. It happened again last year around this time. I had to get one done and I had to get one over the summer. And I'm so glad I changed it because they helped me get the other one done.
Wow.
Awesome.
So, yep, I learned my common mistake within that, looking at the smaller price, okay, but it's like the smaller price is going to pay percentage of it. When the bigger amount, they're going to give 50, 60% of it. So, yep, that's what I've learned.
Put things in place for a rainy day.
Yes.
Is it going to rain?
Yes.
So we got to put things in place. So that's good. I've had a couple of root canals as well.
Those are no joke. And candy. Sometimes by me working with children, I give them candy. Then sometimes I look at them like, I cut it. I cut the limits. Even when I go to the market, I look at sweets. I be like, I know if I eat that, my tooth going to be up. I'd be like, let me just think about something else. But every now and then, cool. But all the time, no.
Exactly. And saving and preparing gives you options.
Yes.
You know, it gives you options. I was able to go to the place that I wanted to go to because I had the money saved up.
Yes.
So, yeah. Money do save you.
Money does save you. I remember one time we had a problem with my husband and I. We had a problem with the roof. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need $6,000. I think within 3 hours, I gave him $6,000. He's like, wow, where'd you get that? I said, and what do I do again?
It's nice to be able to help people, right? It does. It gives you options.
It really does. It gives you options.
Prayer is good.
Yes.
But prayer with a check is better.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, please, prayers, manifestation. I say it all the time works, but you have to put in the work too.
Yes.
Whew, it ain't going to just fall out in the sky because
you have to give them something to bless.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Prayer without works is dead. So you have to put the work in.
Amen. Yes. And next, we're going to talk about within you guys, how do you suggest people within approaching them to get out of debt without them feeling overwhelmed and ashamed? Like, how do you approach them in a way of,
that's good.
You know you did wrong, but I'm going to put it in the nicest way of not making you feel even more stressed out about it.
Well, I'll let them know that I was in the same situation. You know, we all go through it until we learn.
Yes.
That's all. So let me show you how I did it. And we just go from there, you know.
That's good.
That's really good.
So, you know, many people be in a situation, they think they're the only one in that situation. But until you share, you find there's so many other people in that same situation, you can help each other. So let me show you how to get out of that.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
That empathy and compassion goes hand in hand.
Yeah. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
That's true.
And so we really do care, and we have so many different success stories.
Yes.
And like Delisa said, we have been there ourselves.
Yes.
We needed help ourselves. And because of that, we are compassionate about it. And you know that, hey, it's plenty of times on my desk I have tissues, because, it's close to people's heart, know, and some people are ashamed, some people are, walking in pride, but they absolutely know that when they come sit down with us, not only we have the solutions, but we sit down, and a lot of us are very compassionate. I'm a deacon at my church as well. I have a women's ministry, and so we are very compassionate. And what we were able to do financially has been a blessing also. With my financial coach, some of her friends, and she asked me to go with her, was to go to Africa. And, it was a mission trip. And so I think money makes a good person better and a bad person worse. And so because we are working with people, we want to see people in a different place. I had one lady that I helped, and all she wanted to do was get out of financial debt when it came to her school loans. And when she was able to do that, she went back to help other people. To get out of their debt as well. And so it's huge. We definitely have a compassion, to see people, and we show them plan A and plan B. We show them how to go from nothing to something. We show them how to get out of debt and give them the plan. And people have heard of it, but now we walk with you, we hold your hand.
You're not going to be by yourself.
You're not by yourself. 95% of the population is falling short of their financial goal is because of the financial education. We bring that. It's because of the financial road map. We give them a plan of action. We write it down and show you how to do that step by step, and then we coach them as well. We pull their hand and we're walking with you, and that helps as well. And we're not just your financial coach. We want to be your moms, your sisters, your community. We are a financial coach for the whole community. And because of that, we take out the information you give us and we hold that dearly to our heart.
And we check on you as you go through life.
It's very needed, and I think because too, in my field as a social worker, I didn't know they even had financial social workers. My supervisor I have now, her practice, she says, I do financial social work too. I said, really? She said, yes. Even though I'm a school social worker, I also do finance too, because it happens. Like you guys said, we all go through these things, and that impacts with the compassion, the empathy, and also too, when you were in that situation, you want to help them and keep on going because that's where your heart is.
Yes.
If I can help this person, let me see who else I can help or they can help to keep on spreading the jewels because it's needed. And I don't like to gatekeep. If I have some piece of information,
share it.
Yes. I don't want nothing from it either because I know how it feels. And I know how it feels to even ask people for help and they gatekeep it from me. And then it'd be like, okay, now let me ask for help, even though at times it is stressful. But if it's something important, I'm going to ask because closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right.
True.
And if there's a piece of information or something I need, I have to ask someone to help me because they've probably been through the same thing that motivated them to keep on helping people, because we all go through things, and sometimes we think that people don't go through these things, and people be like, you really went through it? And they be like, yeah, because you have to get through these bad times to get to good times. That's how I see it.
Absolutely.
Yes,
and you just never know. I remember talking to one guy, and he said, I would have never thought that you needed financial help. And he said, I was like, why? He said, because the way you look. I was like, how do I look?
And that's
how do I look?
You're
You're successful. You have 2 beauty salons, right? You and your husband have 8 houses, right? You have dump trucks. You have this and this, right? And guess what? We learned. We didn't have somebody to take us through everything. We learned as we went through, and as we learned, we are sharing. Right? He is sharing. As I had to get you to let him come on. It's amazing. I talk about what he does because I told him, I said, you need to share, your humble beginnings and, what you learned, because people definitely need this. And like you said, we do not gatekeep. We educate. And when it comes to finance, when it comes to physical, when it comes to mental, when it comes to spiritual, all that comes together. That makes you who you are. And so, mentally, if your money not right, if your money is funny, you don't feel good.
Not at all. So
we
get sick, and then you have to go to the hospital. Due to stress.
That stress is real.
And our generation is like, everybody gonna need to hear this or feel this because my money ain't right. So I don't think you want to talk to me right now. So it'd be like that. Be like, look, not today. So
Yeah.
How that work?
yes, like how does that work? Because it is something. But I'm glad that you guys are able to be open and to be like, okay. But let me tell you something. I've been through this too. And look how the outcome been of it. You know, I'm not going to leave you high and dry.
That's right.
I'm not. Because I know the feeling. So I want you to experience the feeling I have, but in your own way.
Yes.
So,
and we can help you.
Yes.
It's so true.
Because it's needed. It's really needed.
We do all kind of work. I do a vision book workshop. And with this vision book, and a lot of people heard of the vision board. I do not board, I do vision book. And so you can actually carry it with you. It's tangible. And we talk about the areas of prosperity. And we really hit on the financial area as well. You know, how does that look? You know, how's your mental? You know, what are you reading? How are you growing, right? How's your relationship prosperity? Who are you talking to? Who is in your circle? Who is pouring out to you? And who are you pouring out to? You know, and so that's huge as well. And then financial, you know, you've got to have that coach that's making you accountable of what you're doing as well. And so if you're doing it by yourself, then, you know, you need somebody to help you.
Yes.
Yes.
When two or more
Agree.
touch and agree.
Yes.
That's right.
Because that, going back to like the mental, emotional, spiritual, that will have you like in so many areas that are not good if you don't have the help. And sometimes we do be ashamed to ask for help.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes it's hard for us to even do it. I know for me, at one point in time, I was always the helper. But when it was time for me to ask for help, it was like, do I want them to know?
Right.
Because when you're so,
Yeah.
I got it. I'll help you. It's like, who can I turn to to
Right.
help me?
And that happens in families. Sisters and brothers don't even know what each other's situation is. And then when something terrible happens, like, I thought you had.
Yeah.
I thought you knew. But no one wants to share it. See, we get together for all these parties and so forth.
Yes.
Eating.
Dancing, birthdays, whatever. But how many times is
Have a conversation.
have a conversation just with your family? You know?
Yeah.
Talk about what matters.
Yes.
Right?
What?
Because in 17 years, I think I have been to just a couple of households that was totally debt-free.
Wow.
And so we need to have that conversation about this is where, so that way if somebody lose a house, we already know about it. We didn't have that conversation, right? And you're talking about the inheritance. If the inheritance is a house, you still got to pay taxes on it. And so there's still other money that you're going to need, and people lose it just because of that. And so, you got to put things, you've got to have that conversation. You know, it's so many different games and stuff. I be bringing them out. That you can ask them hard questions, and people like, I even have about the marriage. My husband and I, we have a RV, and so we do long rides. I'll be asking all kinds of questions. Like, where do you get these questions from? I was like, my game. I just want to know them. You know, even before people get married, I like sitting down with them. You know, let's have these questions. Let's talk about finance now. Let's talk. How do you deal with stress?
Correct.
You know, because everybody deal with it different. Like, you know, how do you deal? What do you deal with? What do you think about money? Right? And so you've got to have those conversations very early.
Yes.
Very early.
Yes. And it's needed too. Because, yes. So our last question impacting this topic, what roles does financial mindset or comfort play in achieving financial freedom?
Read that one more time.
Okay. So what roles does financial mindset or comfort play in achieving that financial freedom? So what like mindset will help a person to be in like debt free, or what comfort comfort does it play, or confidence does it play for a person to be okay, I'm happy that I'm out of this financial freedom debt and things of that nature.
You kind of said it. Yes. When you talk about it comes from opening up.
Yes.
It comes from, because when you have to understand that money is a seed.
Yes.
Okay, and money is resource, and that seed is going to come towards you or away from. Money is going to come towards you or away from you. And so if you're not planting it in the right place, it's not going to grow the way you want it to go.
That is
And
correct.
so you've got to plant that money in a place so it can bring you residual income. You've got to put it in a venue where you could see your money actually growing, right?
Yes.
And so when the mindset is like, I'm going to make sure, even what you're doing now, every listener, every person that tunes in, you have sown a seed in somebody's life. Look at all the germination. Look at all the harvest that's going to come. And same thing with your money. When your mindset is like, I want my money to grow, and it's not about instant gratification. It's not about taking this resource and I'm going to take it, I'm going to spend it all right now.
Yes.
But I've got a mindset to grow. I got a mindset to give to my children's children. I got a mindset that I don't want my children to start at zero. I want to make sure that they have something, so I'm going to put something up for them. I don't want to starve. I want to be here for my parents. If they need something, if my siblings need something, if I need something, I want to be the one to be able to take a vacation, right? I don't want to be the one to just have to eat tuna fish. I want to be able to have more. So the mindset is all about growth.
It is.
It's all about putting money up, and it's all about learning.
Yes.
And getting a mentor in all areas of your life so that part can be steady as well. You've got to grow.
Yes.
You got and be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Because every successful person goes through steadily. That's constant. Like soon as you got your degree, I got it. It's time to go to a next level.
Yes.
I didn't save my $1,000. Time to go to a next level. Now it's 2,000. Now it's 3,000.
Yes.
And so your mindset always have to be a growth mindset.
I like how that was well put.
Me too. Excellent.
I like that. Yes, especially impacting education,
Yes.
because I love education. And my friends was like, I'm going to take a break. We went to Morgan. They like, Morgan, we love Morgan, but they gave me a hard time because we took the social work program, and that's a very hard, complex one, especially within it being, I think, the third ranking in the city of being the best program. So they really were on us and preparing us. And my professor was like, okay, y'all going to these PWIs? Because I go to the University of Maryland. Baltimore. They was like, okay, we're preparing you now. And I seen my professor at homecoming. I was like, you was right. Because I said, they when I say Morgan, they look at us like, okay. So it really does make sense, because the more and more for education and stuff is the more and more the money go. Especially you're a doctor. The license, everything, it matters. The titles by your name and the money, it matters. So don't sell yourself short. Like, don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. And if you want to get it, get it.
That's right.
And that's how I think about it.
And you get in there. So proud. And with that said, I just want to say thank you. This is a little gift for you. We just want to thank you. It's a bag from Africa, and for my women's ministry, I get them to support the ministry.
Thank you so much.
And I did an anthology of mothers, and it's a book in there as well about mothers. So I'm gonna give that to you as well.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Miss E.
Thank you. I thank y'all so very much, because this is needed. This is what I like to see for vibing out with guests, because like I told you guys, I want to hear people's stories, because to see how it can help others, but also me.
Yes.
Like with me, like Miss Lisa knows.
Yes. I've known her since she was a toddler.
Yes. And I just love hearing from the older generation, because you learn more about them. And then also they help you a lot, because like I talk a lot. I think I get that from my dad, but hey.
I think so.
So once it starts, it's like, okay, I can't stop. And it's like, I want to learn more. Like, okay, this is nice, but can you tell me like what these questions to these were like things I want to hear because it's
That's good.
needed. So I really, really, really do appreciate it. I'm going to keep saying over and over
You're
again.
so welcome.
Because it's
Appreciate you as
needed.
well.
Thank
Yes.
you.
This is a
Thank
wonderful
you.
platform. Thank you.
Thank you.
For giving the information, the education out. It's just so needed. The holidays are getting ready to come, so we got to realize where we're putting our money at. Realize where your dollar is going. You know, in our community, look, when it comes to the Asian community, the money is like the dollar goes in this community between 28 and 30 times. When it comes to the Jewish community, between 19 and 20 times that dollar is circulated. And the white community is 17. That dollar, 17 days that it is circulated in that community. But in the black community, it's 6 hours.
That is really crazy.
So just think about how the dollar is circulated. So when the holidays is come, go find some black establishment, some black businesses.
Yes.
You know, and how about not buy at a lot of places that don't support you?
Truly. Because most likely once they cash a check or get their money, they go to an establishment, whether it's something to eat, drink, or whatever. The owner is not African American.
So bring the money back into the community.
to our community.
Yeah, and get creative with your own hands.
Yes.
Get very creative.
Yes, I love seeing our people do things. Like that's why I love having to hear the stories too. Because like also for August, it's Black Owned Business Month, and I did the series on that and supporting everybody's business. Like I don't care what it is, clothes, shoes, restaurant. Let me know because it's needed. And it's hard. It's really hard to start it because especially for us in the community, it's like, okay, I'm going to start it, but then we think of how long are we going to have it up and are we able to financially keep it up?
Yes.
So
You got to patronize each other.
You have to.
and that impacts with the education and impactment we're going to talk about within financial education. So y'all have been educating and learning in finance for years. What keeps you passionate about teaching others? So we're going to step in a little bit more of like, why does this get y'all to where y'all at now?
It feels good.
It really does. It feels good to have someone say, gosh, I'm glad you came and talked to me because you've changed my life.
That's a big step.
Yeah.
And and sometimes that's hard for people to say.
It really is.
Yeah, we are literally changing lives. Yeah, and what we're able to do with what we get, and the generation that is changing as well.
Yes.
I get excited every time I do an event, and I do all kinds of women's event. I had one lady had a chat and chew at our house outside. You know, it's very beautiful on the picnic, you know, and have these ladies here and them talking about what they want to do and how they didn't see themselves at this place, but now they got ideas, and to see young adults, you know, say the light bulbs goes off. And they were like, well, I can do this and I can do this, because when I'm sitting down with my clients, I was like, bring the children with me, because I want to hear them talk, and then I encourage them, okay, go do this. Take this and go this. You know, people will buy your product, they will buy your book, you know, so what keeps me going is seeing what it's doing in people's lives, and it actually helps me as well.
That is really
Let's help people to dream again.
Yes.
You know,
That's
through
good.
all the frustrations they've been through, it's like, can I dream again?
Yes.
Do you really think it's going to happen?
Yes.
Yes, it can.
That's huge.
Yes. And I need that too, because I'd be like, okay, how can you help me? Because for me, sometimes I'll be like, okay. When you are frustrated, all the frustration just rushing. It's like, okay. But I have to be like, okay, hold on.
One step at a time.
Yes. Calm down and talk to someone because they've been through this.
Yes.
And I like to hear from people's experience, because not only did they learn, but I'm learning from them. And understanding that everybody goes through the same thing you go through, but just in different ways and different parts of their life.
Yes.
So it's nothing to be ashamed about.
That's right. And if I did it, you can do it. And really respect the person.
Yes.
Yes. And just in life in general, you know, many people have been through their trials and tribulations and so forth. And I'm sure I've been through them. But I don't feel like it was traumatic because of how I went through it.
Yes.
You know, I'm God-fearing. It's just, I mean, I could think about some stuff, but it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have faith.
That's it.
That's how
Just-
they
that is
are.
so true.
Does
Have
not,
faith.
yeah, go together. You have to have faith.
That's really good because sometimes we don't think about it. It's like we put fear first and instead of faith, and that goes
Yes.
into like the wellness lesson I just did within the art of letting go. You have to be able to,
That's good.
let
Yes.
them old things go so the new things can
Yes,
come, like
yes.
the peace, the blessings,
Yes.
the clarity,
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
opportunities.
Yes.
So that also packs too within finance. Like we have to let them old habits of spending and
Absolutely.
not
Gotta go.
Gotta
so we
go.
can learn how to save and invest and things like that. So it all
Absolutely.
intertwines into
Absolutely.
things.
And affirmation.
Yes.
Speak those
Yes,
things as not as if they
definitely.
are. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Yes.
I'm the head and not the tail.
Yes.
Speak those things, right?
Yes.
What is it
That's
that you
right.
want? Speak it.
Yep.
I'm going to be a multi-millionaire in my family and I'll be able to bless the community.
Yes.
What is it that you want? Everything that I have now, I spoke it. And I realized, you know what? My dreams was too small. Dream big, like you
Yes.
said, Delisa.
That
What is it
dream
that you
big,
want?
'cause all of my dreams have been accomplished, except the big ones that I'm reaching for now.
Right.
But they're going to come. It's going to come.
Yes.
It's okay.
And getting around
Yes.
other people that's dreaming really big.
Yes.
Because I can remember we
Yes.
did a vision trip. And one of the guys' houses that we was at, he was like, first of all, it was 3 bus loads that fit in his house, in his living room.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then
Yes.
one thing that he said was, I can't remember last time I paid a bill or something like that. And I was like, what are you saying? Like, oh, he said the money comes in and money goes out. Like,
Yeah.
but a lot comes in. So I don't pay. I pay my bill once a year, and somebody else, oh yeah, I pay my bill every 6 months. I was like, what? Okay, Lord, I want that too.
Yes.
Right? And get around people that's dreaming. That's why I like the vision book. And one time we had a meeting. We were just talking about let's dream. This meeting is just about dreaming. And one lady said, I like to travel without a suitcase. I'm like, what? Me too. I want that. Because it takes me, I'm up half the night packing when I go somewhere.
Yes.
Like travel. Just think about that. You're not
pick up and
thinking,
go without a
pick up and
suitcase.
go. Wherever I'm going to buy my
Yes.
stuff when I get there.
That
Right.
makes
Yes.
Who's talking about that? Who is around
Let alone
you?
decide to go on a trip and don't have to start paying on it a year before.
Yeah.
I want to go. Okay.
Yep. And I
Let's
have
go.
it and get up and go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, oh my gosh. That type of stuff, it'd be like, okay, I'm thinking this, but could this happen? And it can.
It
Affirmations, prayers, manifestation,
Yes.
and you have to put in the work. And I always say to you, having the plan, I say the blueprint of it, of seeing and mapping out what you want to do, and you have to do it. And it's okay if it don't work right away. That's why you have multiple plans, start over and things like that. So yeah, but I can agree to like everything that I've dreamed of, it came. And I also had to remember the saying, like my dad tell me, slow and steady wins the race, because if you rush it, it's
I like
not
that.
going to
Yes.
get to where you want to go.
That's right.
So I take my time and also enjoy these times, even the bad ones. Like I seen a TikTok, a girl was like, when God shows you good and bad times, thank him for it, because it could have went any other way. Don't just thank him for the good times. Thank him for bad too, because you're learning from it. And that's what helped me understand that, the bad times don't last forever, but we still need to appreciate those because they help you to where you are now.
Yes.
It's building that muscle.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So I'm really thankful for that, and just hearing it from you guys who was like, yes, it can happen. It can happen. So, yeah. Yes, I really, really appreciate
And there's bumps in the road.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You have to learn. You may have that credit card and it's like, man, I shouldn't have did that. But you may have a credit card that you maxed out because you used it to build your business, and now you're
Yes.
paying that off as well. So you got to crawl before you walk.
Yes,
That's so true.
yes,
Make the good decisions.
absolutely. Yes. So next we're going to talk about how do y'all tolerate your message so it resonates with people of different age groups and financial background.
Oh, that's good. Knowing your audience.
Yes.
Everywhere I go, I want to know who my audience is, so I can make sure I'm speaking to everybody that is in the audience. And like Delisa was talking about, telling your story. you know, because where we were, we're not where we are now. And so, you know, things happen. And letting people know that, you know what, I am a human.
That's a big one.
Look, this happened overnight.
I am human, and I didn't always get it right, you know, and there was times that I was doing real good, and then something was thrown in the mix, and, you know, you had to adjust, and you have to shuffle, but it's how you deal with things. It's your mindset as you're dealing with it, you know, and I like being in self-control, but as my father being a heavyweight boxer, right, we realized we had some anger issues in the family, right? And I like being in control, and I realized that I can take that control, and because of that, I take a deep breath, and I don't let anything in atmosphere affect me. You know, sometimes it may be internal, but it depends on how I react, and I can control how I react. And so that is, you know, really important as well. So I just really think it really has to do with mindset is everything.
Yes. It was so funny because as you was talking, I was just thinking like one of the bumps was when my husband and I got custody of our niece who happened to be a preteen girl. And I said eventually I didn't want any more girls, but God had something different for me. You're going to get a girl and she's going to be a teenager. Okay. I'll handle it. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was something that I don't want to do again, but I learned a lot. And yeah, we did the best we could. It was something else.
That is, but stuff happens.
Stuff happens, you know.
You just gotta roll with the punches, you know, and be prepared. I remember my father started getting ill, and I wanted to make sure I take him to all his doctor's appointments. And some of my siblings, they had jobs. I had my own business. So I could do that, you know, and you're going to have parents that's getting older, you know, so that could be a bump in the road for some people, you know, because financially they're not ready and they can't do that. And so that's where you've got to make sure you're preparing, not just for you, but for other people as well.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Need that emergency account, right? You've got emergencies happen. You've got to put money, save money, and it'll save you.
Yes. Because you never know what happens. And I'm thinking about siblings that, you know, many people think their children are going to take care of them. That's not always the case. And then I look at those who have no kids and says, okay.
Yes, that'd be so scary for me when I think about it. I'd be like, you have no children. I'd be like, or maybe no siblings.
True.
I'd be like, oh my gosh.
In that particular case, I just told them that you have me. I'm there for you.
That's really good.
They're going to be okay.
Because it's needed. It's needed.
Yes, it's so needed.
But that's when you think about relatives and you think about family. It's because I have some relatives that's blood related. And I have some family that's not blood related. And I'm closer to some of my family and some of your relatives you don't always know or not, you know, close with. So it's building that you can build whatever group that you want, your tribe. You can build different tribes that you have as well. And so if you don't have it, you built it in other places.
Yes.
That's true. That's how I feel within certain things, like with my relatives, yes, but the family, yes.
That's your circle. You
yes. Like it's like the reasons and the seasons. They're the reasons. And the seasons is like, but that's a very good way to put it, because you never know. You never know. And sometimes they may be the ones that can be there to help you, and when things happen, they know, and it helps them. So,
yes,
that's very important.
And you sowed seeds. So that comes with that spirit of expectation. I expect some things to happen because I've done that.
Yes.
You know, that's how things, that's life. People say, oh, that's karma. No. You reap what you sow. And you've sown a lot, and I expect that to happen back to me as well.
That's how I am. That's how I feel. I'm like, okay, I do this, I do that. I want that to come back to me.
Absolutely.
And it will.
Yes. Thank you. I be like, come to me. Especially with the children. Like, I've never dealt with high school children. This is my first time. I was terrified as ever. I'm like, they're bigger than me. They everything. But now that we built that rapport, it's like, it's unstoppable. And every time, even when they're not in school, they will call early in the morning. Can you help me with this? Or I'm going through this. I'm like, okay, one at a time. But yes, it's a learning thing. And then when I look at them, I'm like, I'm doing something right. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So next, this is my favorite one. What advice would you give your what advice would you give younger people who are starting to think seriously about their financial future?
Invest. Be disciplined.
Yeah.
Be consistent. Walk in faith and not fear. And trust your gut.
Yes. She said it all. She said it all.
Trust your gut. And be okay to follow. You know, make sure you're following the right person.
Yes.
You know, be okay with that.
I like how that.
How do they know it's the right person?
That's a good question. And so when I say trust my gut, and see, I'm spiritually, and you know, I'm a spiritual person, and so there's certain guidelines that you put in, and you can test people as well. You got to make sure, do they show up for you? You know, are they there for you? You know, every year you should, or every couple of months, you should be adjusting and seeing, you know, are they bringing something to the table? Are they always taking from the table? How do you feel? Go with your gut. Do it feel right? Are they telling me the right thing? Is it working? And wait a minute, who else have you mentored? And let me talk to them and see if that worked for them.
Correct.
I like that.
Yeah. So look and so keep your credit up, right?
Yes.
And don't let nobody else mess your credit up.
Because they will.
Yeah. Because I learned too, like, every situation and story may not be for you. Because sometimes when you're the type of person, you help so much. It's like, if you help so much, you're leading on with their story, and that impacts with credit. The more and more you invest in them, it's bringing it down. And then when they're back up, you don't want to say, where's, pay me back. But then it's also too, like, it's like a gift and a curse. I helped you, but the curse is my credit is down.
Right.
Yeah. So
was it help? Because can I help you without impacting my credit? Do I have to sign a dotted line for you? Yeah, you may not have to. And it's okay to say no. I might have to help you another way. And I'd rather give you than loan you.
Yes.
Because some people can't. If first of all, if you had to come to me anyway for money, then you don't have it. So how can I have you to pay something back when I know you either can or may not? And then that's a slippery slope, because relationships are broke because of money.
True.
So can I afford to give it to you? And if I can't afford to give it to you, I can't help you at this time. And if you don't have enough for yourself, like I tell you, if you don't have 3 to 6 months saved up for emergency for you, then are you helping them or are you hurting you?
But then I'm also teaching them why I'm able to help you, because this is what I did.
Absolutely.
To able to have it for you. So that's very important as well.
Yes.
So you have to make that decision.
Yes.
Yes, that makes
so
sense,
true.
because it does affect a lot of relationships, and also too, like, going back when you had the client and they was like, I didn't know you went through it because of appearance. People don't think too, okay, just because I keep myself looking presentable and good and stuff,
Right.
you don't know what I'm going through.
Right.
True.
Right.
Because looks can be deceiving if you never sit down and talk to a person to see what's really going on.
Absolutely.
Because even the ones that helped out a lot, they go through stuff too.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
And you think, who is there for them?
Hello.
Right.
When I'm going through these things, even though I'm out here helping too, I'm going through things. We're all going through things. And that's a big one that I have a little problem with, because it's like, okay, yes, I do promote and show, but I'm human too.
Right.
Like, I go
Absolutely.
through things too. And I think it's very important to, not only within teaching and educating, within everything, we have to also understand that money don't always buy happiness too.
It does not.
Money doesn't buy happiness. And if it does, it's
gives you
just temporary.
options.
It's like eating a lollipop.
Yes.
Once it's gone, line is
Yes.
gone.
It gives you options.
Yes, it does.
What
It
is
gives
what
you
is that
options.
scripture? It says it that a party makes you laugh and wine makes you happy, but money solves all things.
Yes.
So it gives you options to be able to solve things. But it's that's that temporal, but that joy is inside. So you have to make sure you have that joy.
Yes.
And so if you don't have it, or if it's low, you still got that joy, and you still have the ability to be able to get it.
That's right.
Yep.
Multiple streams of income.
That's what it is. Multiple streams of income.
And that impacts with the last question, like how can we make financial education more accessible instead of less limited for everyone? What you just said, more streams of income is one.
Yes.
And then also believing in yourself and not being afraid to ask for help, having that mentorship.
Correct.
That right there answers to the
Yes.
because it's important. Like you have to follow your gut, but also ask for help. Don't be
Yes.
ashamed to ask for the help because people are willing to help. Like there's people out here that's like, yes, I can help you in any type of shape or form, but you have to meet them halfway.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They can't just come to you. You have to meet them halfway, and of course, knowing that it's pure, genuine, and not just like, oh, I'm doing this because this is my job title for the money of it. No, they're doing this because this is what they like to do regardless of what's going on because they know how it feels to be in these situations.
Yes.
And that's how I look at everybody who works in any type of career. So, yeah. So lastly, we're going to talk about personal and reflections. But you guys hit a lot on this, so I'm just going to ask one big question on this one. If you could go back and give y'all 20-year-old self one piece of money advice, what would it be?
Whew.
Wow.
So that would make me 40. I'll be like, girl, you got it.
Yes.
Don't stop. Keep going. You got it. Keep fighting. And God put it in you. Go forward. Have that faith. Write that plan. Keep going. Keep going on those vacations. Save some more money. Don't eat that. Keep exercising.
Yes.
Health and wealth go together.
Yes.
Call your friends a little bit more. I love y'all.
So she summed it all up.
Well,
So welcome.
Miss Lisa, what would you tell yourself 20 years ago?
Don't stop. Keep going. You're going to follow. You're going to have some hurdles to overcome, but just keep going. That's what I would tell myself. Don't stop. Yeah, because it's I don't know. It's always been in me. I'll say faith.
Yes.
Faith has always been into me, and I've been blessed to be in front of some fantastic people, and that's why I just say keep going because I have known Miss Dr. Angela for that long. I think we just met, and I just feel like I just keep going, keep going. That's it.
That is really good.
Stay on track. Yeah.
It's been 17 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I've been working in finance.
So some people are just in my life for life.
Yes.
You know? And I'm so welcoming to her. I'm so thankful. Thank you, Dr.
You're
Angela.
so welcome. So welcome.
Thank you so much.
That's so good. And lastly, to close and call to action, how can listeners connect with y'all work, follow y'all journey, or learn more from y'all?
Wow, I will give out my telephone number. You can follow me on social media. It's Angela Cornish on social media. My telephone number is 410-294-3702. Again, 410-294-3702. You can always email me. It's my name, angela.cornish@aol.com. Yes, I still got an AOL.
Wow. And my name on social media is Delisa Johnson. My number is 443-912-8589. And my email is Delisa, DELISA, PJ at AOL.com.
And of course, all of their information will be in their bios, so you guys can follow them as well as ask any questions that you have and things of that nature, okay? And as always, I thank you all so very much for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to us. Thank you so much to these amazing women as well for giving us the jewels and knowledge that we need. I hope you guys learned a lot from them, because I surely did, and I'm super excited too, because when I get paid, I'm like, look, don't touch this, put this up, and do not even look at it. Like, I'm just so hard now on my dollar. Yes. So I really do appreciate it so much, and please feel free to come back if you want to talk about more finance or anything on the mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, whatever. Thank you so much. Please feel free to come back. And thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Very well.
Thank you. And I hope you all enjoy. I hope you guys learned a lot of good, important information. And yeah, always, think about yourselves, but also think about your financial needs, the mental, the everything involving around it, and also following your gut. Okay? And until next time, bye guys. Bye.